For some reason, my cousin Nikos decided to buy this cabin in the woods of Alaska, but I need to bring it back to the homestead, which is almost 100 miles away. We're gonna drag it behind an excavator. Follow along. So to get this cabin back to the homestead, first I need to actually take the roof off. The whole roof. We're gonna lift it off like it's a giant hat and set it aside because it's too tall to bring down parts of the road that I need to bring it on. So that's gonna be one of the first things we do is try to figure out how to separate the roof from the rest of the building, pick it off like a hat and set it on the ground so I can move the cabin onto my trailer. So once I start kind of digging into it here and looking at this, the rafters are almost not even attached to the top plate. There's no nail that goes down into the top plate right here. So, and minimal ones going into the blocking over here. So really we're just gonna run a Sawzall all around the perimeter here, make sure it's all separated, and then get some ropes. I cut a couple holes through here and here. I'm gonna get some chains around that and around that. Then we're gonna try picking it off. So it's a giant hat.
There is a term for this. We're raising the roof.
Oh yeah, raise the roof. Raise the roof. That's what we're gonna do. So supposedly,
That's everything.
I think we cut the whole way around. So let's see what happens, huh? We try picking up on it?
I mean, yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Let's do it. All right, let's see what happens. Oh God, it worked. I'm gonna get a little closer. This is like the maximum I can lift this building up. Actually, I might have already achieved it. Wow, I'm actually like over my cab a little bit, which is not ideal. Hey, there's a wasp nest up there.
Very good.
Something just went horribly wrong. The problem was how I had it chained on the back of the bucket. As I was going, the chains slipped off the back of the bucket and then it changed the pick point and lowered it. So that was not ideal. So I'm gonna change it now so that it's chained in a way where it can't slip off the back of the bucket like that. Hopefully that will allow me to pick it back up and move it back over. We'll see. Well, we screwed it up a little bit, but not too bad. Nothing that can't be fixed.
Fascia board and a little bit of roofing.
Yeah. Actually, the roofing is fine. It's really just that fascia board a little bit, that eave board. Actually, I'm gonna lower my bucket down, but I can't see it. So I'm gonna just curl the bucket down like this. And so tell me when it's down, but not hitting the building, yeah?
Yeah.
Look, I'm using the not a step.
I won't tell OSHA.
I love it when I use the not a step.
Not a step.
This is not a step.
Dad, you're not supposed to stand on that.
This part of a ladder right here is not actually a step. They call it the not a step. Yeah. Okay, so I want to pick it up.
Yeah.
Like that. All right, I'm gonna try to pick it up again. So far we're doing pretty good.
It looks like
Now
it
if I can
might
just
slip.
get it off.
Very good.
Oh God! And we lost a window. Okay, go ahead and let it go that way if it wants to. I think we're okay. All right, we got it down and nobody died. So it's always a win. gonna see how much I messed up the roof of my excavator. Let's see. Actually, it looks fine. Little tiny dent right there. But you know, for an excavator that's how old is it now? 24 years old. It looks pretty good still. This thing still gets it. Lots of power. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. See if we can wrestle this thing under there a little bit. All right, let's see what that does when I set it down. Oh man, so I got the roof off and I'm really glad about that. Got the roof off, got it set down, didn't hurt the excavator that bad. Now I'm going to start loosening. I gotta move one of the beams, one of the skids underneath of it. I gotta cut it loose and move it over a little bit so that it fits on my trailer. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna kinda start securing things. Oh, it's good.
Can you get that side?
Yeah, definitely.
More nails.
All right, now we'll go do the other kind of same thing on the other end. Check this out. Using the excavator to pick up the cabin, and then I can back my truck underneath the cabin, and so I'm gonna back it up a bunch more. And then I'm gonna go pick up the other side of the cabin, and we're gonna try shoving it up on here. I think it's gonna go pretty easily, honestly. I think we're gonna get this thing back to Homer today, or at least the top half. The bottom half, not the top half. That is probably tomorrow. Are the beams on the trailer deck now?
Almost. You need another inch, but it looks like that side's off the deck.
Okay, that's fine. I think I can manipulate it one way or the other.
Okay? They're on the deck now.
Great. I'm gonna move it that way, so kind of give me some direction when you feel like it's set in the right position.
Yeah, that's it, Ivan. Yeah.
If I do my job right, we should be able to winch this thing on more or less in one go with me kind of steering it. But if you start to notice one of the beams is coming off, we absolutely need to stop and move it. We can actually slide it this way and that way with ratchet straps pretty good. Just by using a ratchet strap from that side to this side and tightening it. Oftentimes I'll bring a come along for that purpose, but I forgot one, so we can use a ratchet strap. But yeah, we'll just pull it basically over.
And you would just hook it up to the chain on that side?
Probably,
okay.
Yeah. For now, I'm gonna get the excavator moved around to the other side and get those hooked up somehow. Get them. There we go. So this is as far as we got it today. We actually got it pulled out to the gravel. But I can't take it down the road today because I can't get a wide load permit today. So it's gonna be tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow evening or something like that. We're gonna come back and tackle it then. So until then, we'll see you soon. All right, so we are on the road, pulling a cabin. So I've got, the cabin is on the trailer behind me. We got it all strapped down. And in order to do a trip like this, it's wide enough where I need to have a pilot car ahead of me, just one pilot car. So we've got that, and we're just rolling now. Time to get to Homer. We are back in Homer, and look at this. I got the cabin is here, and it's at Nikos' house. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering to pull the camera out when I'm doing cool stuff. So here I am doing cool stuff. I hooked my skid steer onto my gooseneck trailer with this cool hitch that I built. See that? Put a ball on there. So I use the skid steer to maneuver the trailer in place. And here we have it in between beams that Nikos has in the ground. So there you can see that the trailer is in between the beams. So this is where we're gonna set this thing down. Honestly, the trailer is a little bit too far north, you can see here, but not by much. And if we took this cabin off of the foundation, it would be sitting on here. So I'm gonna actually back the trailer up a little bit more and try to see if I can't wiggle it, wiggle the whole trailer south a bit. So that's kind of what I'm gonna work on now. All right, check this out. We got it on location. Look at that. Set down on that beam, those posts. Set down on this beam. If it wasn't for the fact that this building is still missing a roof, I'd give myself a pat on the back, but still got to put a roof on it. So I'm going back tomorrow. Nikos is coming with me actually. Daniel can't help, so Nikos is coming with his little boy. We're gonna go up there, set the roof on the trailer, so we're not done yet. Last time I picked up that roof, I dropped it on my excavator cab, so that was definitely not an ideal situation. So hopefully I can do a little bit better this time. I got some ideas for how to do that, so make sure you guys stay tuned, because we're gonna hit this again tomorrow and get the roof down here and hopefully set on top of this building. So let's get into it.